also from the general public. I would like to express my gratitude to all of you present in this room. And with this word gratitude, I do not just mean to be polite. I actually sincerely feel gratitude that so many of you are here today to join us in this important work. This is also, of course, a moment to express my special gratitude to the Secretariat, because the Secretariat has done a tremendous job, as all of you will realize, with ever less resources, in getting all these committees at the same time here in Paris. Maybe I could share with you what brought me to UNESCO. I started my involvement with UNESCO at the national level by becoming a member of the Dutch National Committee for UNESCO. And what convinced me to join is the fact that UNESCO is an organization devoted to peace. A famous line that you can find outside if you walk out of the door and go to the right, you'll see that statue there. And that line really captures it very well. It says, "Since wars begin in the minds of men, it's in the minds of men that the defenses of peace must be constructed." For me, that means that UNESCO is an optimistic organization. And with optimism, I do not mean that you can lay back and think everything will be all right, I just have to do nothing and it will, out of itself, become a perfect world. That's not true. That's not optimism. Optimism is, I think, when you believe that the world can be better, that we can improve the living conditions of the people living on this planet, and now I mean all of them. One of the powerful things needed for this improvement is human interaction, respectful dialogue, and an exchange of views, and that's what we are going to have here. This is also where ethics comes in. I do not want to claim that all of the work of UNESCO is actually ethics, but I do want to claim that ethics works with the same instruments as UNESCO in general: reasoned dialogue. What is ethics? I see ethics as a process to try to find answers to pressing moral problems in the world through argumentative reasoning. Ethics in itself is a form of dialogue between people who are similarly motivated to find well-reasoned positions. In ethics, one should always start from the premise that the other could be right. Understood in that way, ethics is also an exercise in tolerance. Just to prevent a misunderstanding here, it's not my intent to use a description of ethics that prioritizes a specific type of ethics over another one. I think we need all kinds of perspectives, rule-based, virtue-based, tradition-based ethics, in order to come to really well-argued positions. This very room is actually testimony to that. It was here that in 2005, people from very different perspectives, very different nations, managed to come together in an agreement on the text of the Universal Declaration on Bioethics and Human Rights. Many people in this room were present at that moment, and it unites a lot of us still that we were able to draft and to find that consensus. I mean, the famous line, "In the spirit of consensus," was really something that echoed in this room, this very room. I'm sure you agree with me that there's still a lot of work to do, as the major problems of global bioethics are still related to the structural injustices and inequalities. I believe that ethics can contribute to the work needed to solve these problems by providing a language, ethics, and a platform. UNESCO and Madame Bokova said indeed the same things, to shape the dialogue needed. So again, I'm really grateful that all of you are prepared to devote your time and your expertise to this noble goal. This meeting will mean hard work, expressing your own views, but probably also changing your views after you heard the one of others. But most importantly, I hope that at the end of this meeting, you will feel that we have all together contributed, perhaps in a small way, to constructing a better world. Thank you very much.